What's going on, everybody? We're back. The regular fan show. Yeah, the bops were bopping. We got a new way of streaming. We're trying it out. We're seeing what's happening. But we're back. It's been a while. We've been busy. People been doing the thing with the stuff and, all that grand merry stuff happening. But we're back. Bruce Juno alongside Vinny Fredericks.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
It's been quite the week. It's been quite the week. Yeah, been busy, been going through our lives and whatnot, but we didn't forget about y'all. So we're back at it with no shortage of stuff to talk about today, Bruce. We're really gonna be bouncing all over the place. I mean, we're getting into the heart of summer where we're gonna be really digging and searching to find things to talk about, since the only sports going on right now are baseball and soccer, which is fine. We got
love it.
We got plenty. We got
love
plenty
it.
we can say. Yeah, we can talk about that forever. But yeah, we're really gonna be searching for things to talk about here.
But I mean, for the time being, for the fact that we've been away from our microphones for about 8.5 years,
In a week.
or 2 or 3 or years.
Not 1, 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
What's that? What's it from? It's 1 beer, 2 beer, 3 beer, and at the end he's like, and a Bloody Mary.
At first I was like, are you talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin? But I haven't seen the one with it. And a Bloody Mary.
He's like, 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, 4 beers, 5 beers, 6 beers. I don't remember how many beers he does, but then at the end he goes, and a Bloody Mary.
Oh my god! No, I gotta find that video. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of what
But
it
hey,
is.
you gotta love it. Gotta love it. We missed doing this, so we're happy to be back. Already, Bruce's Boston Celtics are making my life hell.
Shooey. I like.
Yeah, whatever.
Nice.
I guess we could start with the NBA Finals.
Well,
I
first
feel
off,
like
I want to
big
wish
thing.
a very happy birthday to Lionel Messi. Today, Lionel Messi turns 38 years of age. In said 38 years of life, he has 672 goals for Barcelona, 474 goals in La Liga, 192 assists in La Liga, which is all the most all time. He has 8 Ballon d'Ors, 2 Copa Americas, and a World Cup title. And he's the bloody GOAT.
That's a lot.
Happy
That's a lot.
birthday, Lionel.
I thought you were gonna be like, guys, since we didn't have the podcast yesterday, happy birthday to our co-host Vinny. But
happy birthday,
Lionel Messi.
Vinny Fredericks. Happy belated
That's
birthday.
right.
He turned
Happy
16 today.
Yep.
Or yesterday, yesterday.
We got to cut this off a little bit early. I actually have my permit test coming up in an hour.
Oh, I thought you were actually about to say that you had to cut this off early. I was like, we already started kind of late. Yeah, no. Happy
I gotta go
belated
to the
birthday
road
to Vinny.
test.
I'm sorry. I saw the Leo Messi birthday.
No, you texted me. You still said happy birthday.
Yeah, I did text you. I was the first person to text you. Probably not, but
Not even close.
I woke up so late. I woke up so late that I was just like, oh, whatever. We're gonna shoot him a text and probably go back to sleep.
Yeah. No, honestly, that was me yesterday when I woke up. I mean, I had to sleep in a little bit. I just wanted to chill. That was the only birthday wish I had, was just to relax for a little bit. And it was nice. It was very nice. But I woke up and I saw, like 5 texts, and I'm like, I'll answer this in an hour.
Literally, dude, that's how it be.
Like it's like I just didn't want to do it right when I woke up. I need a breather. But
I'm
thank
there
you.
with you.
Thank
I'm
you,
there
Bruce.
with you.
Thank you anybody else for the birthday wishes. Very much appreciated.
What's that
But
song? The
I'm
birthday.
happy. I'm happy.
What's that song? It's like something about a birthday suit.
Go, shawty.
It's
your birthday.
Go party like it's your birthday.
Oh wait, I know it. We gonna get them in their birthday suit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, off with the clothes.
Touch your toes. Oh man, I know what song that is. I can't think of
I
it.
can't think of the name. But anyway, happy birthday, Vinny Fredericks. Happy birthday, Lionel Messi. Dude, your birthday's almost the same as Lionel Messi's.
I know. That's pretty crazy.
Almost.
Pretty crazy when you think about it.
But
This is just a great stretch to be born in,
yeah.
Clearly only the best were born in this end of June period.
I have the same birthday as someone cool. I forgot who it was though.
That's something I always forget to like look up is celebrities that I share a birthday with, because I don't think there's anyone that cool.
I think I got a cool one.
No one to be like, oh my god, no one to where I see it. Like Ronnie from Jersey Shore.
No, I don't know. No, I was just saying, that song. I was like, oh my god, Ronnie. Okay, I don't care about who was born on my birthday in 1560.
Wait, you don't care about Marie the Fourth?
No, it's
sharing a birthday with her.
Who was born the earliest on February 24th? Okay, that's not working. In 1103, Toba was born. Shout out Toba.
Oh,
he was
dude,
he was the emperor of Japan from the age of 4 to the age of 20.
Dude, I remember when you used to be able to look up like famous birthdays on that website and see a whole bunch of famous actors, whatever, that you share a birthday with. Now you look them up, it's nothing but YouTube, TikTok stars.
Yeah.
And they're all younger than me.
Yeah, that's wild.
18, 21, 17, 21, 9. There's a 9-year-old in the top 10. Like, what am I doing with my life that I'm not?
No, nobody in here is
one of these
born later than 1995.
What?
The one I found.
Hey, I do. You'll know this guy, hopefully. Zinedine Zidane.
Zinedine Zidane.
That sounds like him, yeah.
Wait, you share a birthday with Zidane?
It says soccer player, so I assumed you would know who he was.
Yeah, dude, he's like one of the best of all time.
See, there we go.
You share a birthday with him?
Yeah.
Zinedine Zidane. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find someone cool. I share a birthday with a Japanese professional wrestler. Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura?
Yeah.
Really? With Nakamura?
Yep.
That's pretty sick. He hasn't been doing shit in the WWE lately, but that's still pretty dope. I got Jason Mraz on here.
Oh, that's right. I share a birthday with the one, the only, 5-time world champion, Floyd Money Mayweather.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Mine is literally just nothing but YouTube and TikTok stars.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't click one that has people.
Oh shit! Randy Jackson from American Idol.
Really?
He's on here, yeah.
What website are you on?
Famous birthdays.
Oh, I'm on. Oh.
But again, the entire list is nothing but TikTok stars, so that made me feel really.
A bunch of TikTok stars. Oh, Steve Jobs.
Yeah. What?
I share a birthday with Steve Jobs. That's the one I was thinking of that I couldn't think of.
I mean, that's a pretty big one.
A 14-year-old pop singer.
Yeah, see, like, what are we doing?
Floyd Mayweather.
Be a kid. Be a child. You're 14. You don't need to be famous. Be a kid. Playing some dirt.
Yeah, dude, go like take Matchbox cars and race them down a slide, dude. That's what I was doing when I was 14.
Exactly. I feel bad for the child actors that don't get to be kids.
John Nolan, a guitarist. That sounds familiar.
Scott Nolan.
Oh, I'm related to Anthony. Or related to. I'm not related to him. I share a birthday with Anthony. I'm related to him. A 13-year-old dancer.
Like, come on.
Phil Knight. The name sounds familiar. Anywho.
So by the time we're like 32, we'll be on there too. On there too.
Yeah, one day. One of these days.
Good enough.
One of these days, our birthdays will be famous. Well, they already are from other people, but yeah.
I missed like half of that because he cut out there. But
Did I?
I'm sure whatever you said was, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I didn't hear the ba-ding ba-ding in my ears.
Yeah, it might have just been me. Anyways,
Yeah.
nice Happy Dad hat, by the way.
Thank you. It's Sugar Sean. Sugar Sean.
The Happy Dad, if you will.
Sugar. Sugar Sean.
Put it back for.
Who lost to Murat again.
Well, I mean, speaking of the UFC, John Jones.
I know,
Officially
dude.
retired.
Wild turn of events.
I mean, I'll admit, I wasn't keeping up too tightly with John Jones and Tom Aspinall, but like, I don't know, maybe you can explain it better than me, but like they were about to fight to unify the heavyweight championship.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
I mean, yeah, there was nothing officially scheduled, but I mean, they were gonna fight. Like they were gonna schedule something.
I mean, they were saying, like, think about it. John Jones, he won the heavyweight title in 2023, disappeared for 2 years, came back.
Did he ever even that thing?
Cyril Gane, I think. I can't remember who he fought, and then he just went off the grid again. So
surely he had to have defended it at least once, right?
he defended it a couple months ago.
I'm trying to find
Yeah, he was the light heavyweight champion from 2011 to 2015, and then again from 2018 to 2020, I think it was.
Jeez.
But yeah, so anyways, Dana White got asked in a press conference, like, what's the deal with John Jones versus Tom Aspinall? Like, when are they going to fight? Whatever. And Dana White just goes, we had a phone call from John Jones last night. He is officially retiring from the UFC. The heavyweight title will go to Tom Aspinall. And I was like, okay, well, that's...
Like, all right.
Cool. I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know if he was ducking. I feel like John Jones isn't the type of guy to be.
I don't think so either, but John Jones is also like, what, 37?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 37. Like, at what point do you know you need to just go?
Bro, I can hear myself
through
your computer.
I'm sorry, my AirPods are dead.
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
I asked if it was echoing before you said no.
And then it just did. Then it stopped when I said that. But, anyway, yeah. He was the light heavyweight champion for, I think, a combined 7 years. Youngest ever champion. He was 23.
He might just be the GOAT.
He turned pro. Yeah, dude. I mean, Dana White says, per Dana White,
I don't know.
He says He is the greatest of all time. He is the best pound for pound fighter in the world.
Hmm.
He said if
I
you
mean,
put everybody on this planet in a room together, one person was to survive,
it'd
it
be
would be
John
John
Jones.
Jones.
Don't get me wrong. He's no Kimbo Slice, but John Jones is pretty good.
Yeah, wild, dude. It's wild times. Finished with a
Yeah.
professional record of 28-1, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just looking forward. 28-1, 11 knockouts, 7 submission victories. I mean, you got to be one of the legends of the sport. If you're like a household name
He
in the
should
UFC,
be.
you got to be top dog.
He should be. Should be undefeated. He should be undefeated.
Yeah, what
He
was his one
lost.
loss?
Yeah, he lost by
Oh, and
disqualification to
DQ.
Merrill because he used a 12-6 elbow.
Wow.
So
That I actually did not know.
2009, I think it was.
Wow. Wow. So this dude really never lost a fight.
Yeah, he lost by DQ because of a 12-6 elbow. In 2009,
I mean, like, I get it.
a year into his
Yeah.
career.
Yeah. It is crazy looking at how many fights this dude had just in the first year. Like, if what he fought 29 total matches. How is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When did he start? April 2008. So he had like 10 fights within the first year of him being in UFC.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
And that was a third of his
How do
fights
you do
leading
that?
up to 2025.
No, for real. You look at it, it's like, all right, he's
And
got
then,
1,
then
2,
from
3.
2009, in the last
Right.
16 years, he's had
He
20
fought-
fights. In his first year,
He
he
fought
had 10.
7. He fought 7 times just in 2008 alone. 3 in 09, 2 in 2010. Was that? Oh, he had 4. He had 4 in 2011. And then you just start seeing 1 year between every single fight.
Yeah.
2020 to 2023, not a single fight, and he was the champion the whole time.
Yeah, but that's when he moved
I-
up to get the heavyweight belt.
Oh, see that.
When he came back in
Like I
2023,
said-
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's when it was.
Like I said, I'm not the aficionado, but
Yeah, I'm not like the biggest. Okay, it wasn't Gane.
Either way,
He
the-
beat Gane. I think it's Surreal Gane. I've heard people say Surreal Gain.
yeah,
I think it's Surreal Gane.
sounds cooler that way. So we're
Yeah,
gonna stick with
he
it.
beat. Yeah, he defended the light heavyweight in 2020, and then 3 years and a month later, came back for the heavyweight title, beat Surreal Gane. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he did. That was his
Yeah,
first fight.
And
back
then
in
he
2023.
defended it a year and a half later
I just
ag-
how do you
again-
get away with that?
against
How does one of your champions not fighting for a year and a half?
against Stipe, and then he just knocked out.
Last I
Stipe.
checked, like if you got injured and had to take time off, don't you have to vacate the belt? Is that not a thing?
Yeah, I mean, what's his name? He actually fought the other day, and I'm pretty sure he lost. 'Cause he
Like this dude
sucks.
could just take a year and a half off and
I
no
think
there's no
Dana's
title
talked
match.
about it before. Dana's been like, yeah, he's John Jones. Like, oh, who was it the
Still.
other day? Someone the other day fought.
Oh yeah, that's funny. As you say that, the first thing I see, John Jones operated on his terms even in announcing his retirement.
Literally, dude.
Oh man.
What was? There was. Who fought the other day? I can't think of who it was. It was on
Do we
Fight
believe that
Night.
this
I'm
is
pretty
true?
sure. I mean, this weekend.
For better
This weekend's UFC 317. Oh, it was Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree, dude. It was Jamal Hill that came back. Um, he came back from an injury. He had to. So he had the belt, and then he got injured. He had the light heavyweight belt. He got hurt. He had to give it up. So they had Pereira fight. I think it was Uri Prohashka. Pereira won, and then Jamal Hill came back from his injury, and he was like, "I deserve a title fight to get my belt back."
I mean, yeah,
And
I'd agree with that.
Everyone was kind of like, "Yeah, you do, but you're gonna have to fight Alex Pereira." And then the fight proceeded to be like 3 minutes of Jamal Hill like throwing stuff, and then Alex Pereira just leg kicking, and then Jamal Hill kicking Pereira in the nuts. Ref goes to stop it. Pereira goes, nah, I'm good. Ref goes, all right, fight, and then Pereira throws his first fight of the punch, or the first punch of the fight, and knocked him out.
That's gotta be that's gotta be one of the worst feelings in the world, getting knocked out in like a title match like that.
Yeah, bro. Pereira
Obviously,
was literally just, dude. You could tell Jamal, dude. He's just lanky and like he was kind of chubby when he fought. I was like, dude, you don't look fit enough to be in a fight right now with Alex Pereira. But you know what?
Like, it happens. Dudes are gonna get knocked out, but to be the guy that just gets one shot and knocked to the floor, God, it's got to be awful. Yeah, I like how.
And then he tried to stay. He tried to stay in like top contention. He tried to be, like, oh, I deserve another fight with Pereira, so I'm gonna fight Prohashka. And he got knocked out by Prohashka, and now he's just fighting on Fight Night.
Dude, you got it.
Now he's not even on a UFC card.
I was gonna say that's when you retire.
Yeah,
when that happens twice in a row, that's when you retire.
It's hilarious. But yeah, dude, oh my god, it was hilarious. I remember watching that fight. Me and the boys were together. We were watching that fight, and it was just Pereira leg kicks. You know, Jamal Hill throwing stuff, whatever. Then Jamal Hill kicks him in the nuts. Goes to stop the fight. Pereira goes, no. He literally just waves him off. He goes, all right, fight. One punch knocks him out.
Dude, there was so much hate and pain and anger behind that one punch after getting kicked in the nuts.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, think about it. You have the chance to knock out someone that just kicked you in the nuts. You're unloading
facts
into that man. I mean, that is one thing I'll say about the UFC is no matter, you don't even have to really know what's going on. You can put it on and you know, be in a room with the boys and put on a UFC fight, and you will have a good time.
Yeah.
You don't even have to know who's fighting.
Exactly.
Or the rules. Just watch these two men or women just absolutely annihilate each other, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, and then Alex Pereira, he knocked out Jamal Hill, and then he knocked out Uri Prohashka, then he knocked out Roundtree, and then he lost his belt. He lost the belt by decision to Ankalaev. Anyone who's from those like the any of those Evs, and like, you know, the Russians, like, dude, you're not beating him, which sucks because Alex Pereira is a dog.
Yeah, but those dudes are just built different.
They're insane.
Absolutely built different.
But yeah, this weekend, Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira, probably one of the most popular fighters in Oliveira. I mean, he's 35-10. Like, he's not. This is probably like lightweight's probably like one of the more boring weight classes. Like, because Topuria is just. I mean, he's undefeated. I mean, it'd be cool to see Oliveira win, but.
I know there's one coming up in August, like August 16th, August 17th, something.
Probably UFC 3. 18.
Yeah, what is August 16th? Yeah, what is this? 319.
Oh, well, the
Yeah,
next
who do
one
they
too. The
have?
next one, Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier 3, the BMF, the fight for the BMF belt. They got the BMF belt. Do you remember that fight at all?
The
The
BMF
yeah,
belt?
the bad motherfucker.
All
Because it was the fight where
right,
they
yeah,
at
that's
the end
pretty
of the
dope.
fight where they pointed to the center of the ring with 15 seconds left, and they both just started unloading punches on each other, and Max Holloway knocked out Poirier with 1 second left.
Damn.
You gotta watch the ending of that fight, dude.
That-
It was
Yeah,
insane.
that's
They literally
I gotta go back and
they
rewatch
were
that.
because like they're both dogs. Like they're both like everyone loves them. Like they're dogs. Like
Mm-hmm.
everyone loves them. But yeah, like
Yeah.
15 seconds left, dude. They both just point at the center of the ring and just start unloading on each other.
God, see that's actually insane. I'm gonna have to go watch that. That just sounds like that's what UFC is all about right there.
Exactly.
Um,
Oh,
it's
Duplessis versus
the headline.
Chimaev.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
that'll be
headliner. 319.
dude, money on Chimaev
From what
because
I
he's one of those
hear,
guys
yeah,
that
from
just
what I hear from my yeah, like I hear from my UFC aficionado friends that they're like, dude, because I mean we got a whole trip planned that weekend. We're going to the Mets game and then going out that same night, UFC 319, and one of my buddies that's going is like, dude, this fight is gonna be insane.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah.
I am looking
Dude,
forward to that. Like I said, I love watching UFC. I don't follow it close enough to know what's going on any given day, but when you have an opportunity to watch, with your buds or something, it's always worth it.
that's why like the big events are like so fun. Like I kind of want to start because I just got into UFC probably like 2 years ago. Like actually trying to follow it, and
Hmm.
like it's fights like the main events that are like sick. Like not the fight nights. Like the fight nights. I mean they have some
Yeah.
decent cards. Like last night Roundtree, and or not last night, but this past weekend Roundtree and Jamal Hill. Like it's a decent fight, but like it's kind of Jamal Hill out of his prime and round whatever. But like then you get to the main cards. You got Ilya Topuria versus Charles Oliveira, and then you got the Max Holloway Dustin Poirier 3. They're fighting again. Duplessis versus Chimaev. Like it's crazy, dude. Wonder who else is on this card
Yeah.
before we move on. Who else is on this Topuria Oliveira card? Pantoja versus Kara France.
Royval
Oh,
and
Peyton
Van.
Talbot. Peyton Talbot versus Felipe Lim. That'll be a good fight. Everyone else is kind of just nothing else really.
Yeah, see that's the thing. Like I look at the cards and I don't know who any of these people are. Doesn't mean that it's not entertaining stuff and that it'd be a great fight. I just have
Yeah.
no idea who anybody in the UFC is.
Yeah.
That's where I gotta start just learning the names and knowing who to.
Pantoja's defending a belt. I mean, that's gonna be that's another one. Flick flyweight, I think, is one of those ones that's just like it's not really like Pantoja's had the belt since 2023. He's defended it 4 times.
I always find it interesting too, looking at the odds going into these fights and like looking at their records going into how like
Well, dude,
I don't know.
if you
I just find
watch
it
a heavyweight fight and you
interesting.
want to put money on a heavyweight fight, take who you think's gonna win and then parlay it with the fight to end by knockout. Because, dude, they're just a bunch of big boys that are just swinging.
I feel like there's no better feeling than I mean, obviously winning a bet and hitting is always good, but to win on a knockout, that's got to be one of the most. It's got to be like hitting a home run bet on a walk off.
Yeah.
Like that's or on a buzzer beat or something.
Like
It's got to be such a
It's
thrill.
one of the early prelims. Alvin Hines versus Janata Denise. No idea who either of these guys are, but it's a heavyweight fight. Denise is minus 330 parlay or minus 330 odds. Parlay it with him to win by knockout. Like just get those extra odds because I swear to God, 90% of heavyweight fights end by knockout.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you get into like the lower weight classes, I feel like then you might see a little bit more submission or some more,
Unless you're John
tactical
Jones.
fighting.
Unless
But
you're John Jones, then you'll
yeah,
submit, you'll
but
knock out, it doesn't matter, dude.
when you
You'll
get to
win.
the big boys and the heavyweights, yeah, you're right. You got to go knockout because like those big fellas are not doing no submissions. No
Dude,
way.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. They're just swinging, and it's
They're just trying to
awesome.
go out there and throw
It's
haymakers.
awesome. Dude, that was
You know what else was awesome?
We haven't talked about UFC like in a long time, and we just went to half an hour.
Yeah,
Kinda-
we did. We did just kill a lot of time talking UFC. All just because John Jones retired.
I
It's
know.
crazy.
The impact
I
he
mean,
has, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was one of those guys that, like I said, I never grew up watching much of UFC, but you always knew John Jones. You heard the name and John Bones Jones.
Yep. He went to
Like that was just a guy you knew. It's almost like it's like Mike Tyson in boxing. Like you know the
your
name.
Muhammad
You don't have to
Ali,
watch him. You
your-
know who he is. Yeah. You know who he is and you know he's a badass.
Yeah, he went to a school that I actually cover. Like one of the local high
Where
schools
like
that I cover.
upstate?
He went to that school.
Damn. People forget that upstate New York has a rich fighting background.
Yeah,
I mean, like Mike Tyson trained up in the Catskills. Wow.
Him, Artie Jones, and Chandler Jones all went to Union Endicott.
Hmm.
And did you know that
I
John
guess
Jones was only a one-time state champion in wrestling?
Damn, that's crazy.
Arthur Jones
Well,
was
I mean,
a
wrestling.
two-time.
Damn, that is actually pretty
The
wild.
Jones boys. The Jones boys. Yeah.
Well, we can move on from the UFC for a little bit. We'll have to touch on it more. This is a good conversation. We'll have to
Exactly. Like this weekend.
maybe
Watch
maybe
the
that's
fights this
something we
weekend.
can start. Yeah, maybe that's something we'll start looking into is throwing some predictions out there for the UFC cards. I'm just gonna be guessing random ass names, but hey, you never know.
You can
You
start
never know.
following, dude. Cause like I said,
Yeah.
I've been trying to follow it, dude. It's such like a complex sport. Like there's so many
Yeah.
fighters that it's hard to follow. But like
It's almost like me trying to get into soccer. There's just so many different
Yeah.
leagues and clubs going on at once.
like I've
that
been into
I get
soccer
over
for
it way too
years,
quick.
and that's why I'm so like apt in the soccer world. But like UFC,
Yeah.
it's been like 2 years, and I'm like, okay, I know all these names, and like I've seen fights before, and I like have some fights memorized, but like really trying to recall like those like title fights are kind of easier to remember, but then when it gets to like other
Mhm.
fights on the main card that are like
Yeah.
top 10 fighters, but like I don't necessarily remember those fights, so it's like yeah, it's a complex thing to try and like learn all of.
Well, luckily, that is one thing that I do enjoy about us doing these podcasts and us growing is it's helping us branch out into different things.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Like it's definitely gotten me to explore soccer and hockey more, now UFC
Ooh.
and whatnot.
Okay, does this make me sound a
You
little
like-
louder? I think so.
Yeah, you sound more like one of those ASMR.
Oh,
Like
I don't know if I
YouTubers.
want to sound like an ASMR YouTuber, but
No,
we're-
like just give like a little whisper.
No.
You know, like
no, because I hate ASMR, dude, and
Why?
I will not be no, stop. I will not be known as I will not be known as a supporter of ASMR because I hate ASMR, dude.
why, dude?
I hate
It's kind of tricky.
I hate
kinda trippy
ASMR,
sometimes.
dude. No.
See, I can't stand the whispering. I don't mind the ones where they'll have like I don't know, like something like a fidget or something in their hands and they'll just like
Okay, those like the satisfying videos are different.
yeah.
Like, but
yeah.
like the ones,
But the
yeah,
people that- the
whispering
people that
and
are
the
just like,
eating and the sprinkling.
Yeah.
No.
See, I can't stand the eating when they're like Listen to me chew on this piece
dude,
of candy.
dude, hearing people chew is like my biggest like
It,
thing that I hate. It's
I
like
don't
nails on a
like it. I don't.
chalkboard for me. I can't.
Yeah, yeah. I just can't do it. But we got a little sidetrack there. The NBA Finals are done.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City Thunder, congrats. Congratulations, Thunder fans. First ever championship in Thunder history. I don't know if you want to call it in franchise history. They did win one with the Supersonics, but that's a whole other can of worms we'd open up probably. But the Thunder do get it done. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander gets the MVP, the scoring title, Western Conference MVP, Finals MVP, and the ring to go on top of it all. Talk about one of the best individual seasons a player has had in recent memory. But I feel like the overarching story here is the unfortunate injury to Tyrese Halliburton and tearing his Achilles.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, it just sucks. He was cooking at the start.
I
of that
know,
game.
bro. He
3
led the
straight
game
30
in
foot-
threes.
Yeah,
He led the
crazy
game
part, you
in
know what the worst
3-pointers
part is?
made in like what, 5
Going-
minutes, 6 minutes?
yeah. Going into the game, I'm looking. We're just talking, and my pops is like, "You see Halliburton's line for today's game?" I'm like, "What is it at? Like 12?" It's like, "No, 10." His line was 10.5 or 9.5, something like that. Guess how many points he finishes with before he gets hurt?
9.
9. Yeah. As soon as that third three hit, I was like, wow. We're 4 minutes. 4 minutes into the game, and he's already about to hit his over. And boom. I mean, it's as soon as he went down, I knew it was an Achilles. You can't screw around with calf injuries, dude.
Yeah.
Like they did that to Kevin Durant in 2019. He blew out his Achilles. I think Dame, if I remember right, was dealing with a calf thing or a hamstring thing or something. And it's like any little thing with the leg, if you're not 100%, especially by the calf though, it
Yeah.
just puts that much more pressure on the Achilles.
And speaking of KD, just as kind of a little side note, obviously he got traded to the Rockets.
Yeah, that's another thing.
He was on stage at Fanatics Fest doing like one of the
that was crazy.
like my family was there, and he got like it released to him that he was traded, and you just see his face just like,
Yeah. Yep. I can't even get into the trades, dude. The trades this offseason have just been
bro. I don't
stupid.
think I think the Suns won that trade by a lot.
No.
No.
I don't think the Suns or wait. Yeah, no, I'm thinking right. I don't think the
Rockets
Suns
won that. KD for Dylan
by
Brooks,
far. Jalen Green, number 10, 5 second-round picks.
Yeah.
Well, let me explain.
I want to hear your
Yes,
thought
you got
process.
yes. Well, two things can be true here. Yes, the Suns get a decent haul back for a guy that has maybe 2 at most 3 years of competitive basketball left. The guy's 37. He's
Yes.
not, he's not playing until he's 42 or something. He's got 3 years left to really try and be the best player on a team before he's done. So, like, I understand. I'm usually not the type to trade away or like gut your future for 2 to 3 years of a superstar, hoping that they can still go out and compete, because the dude's going to get hurt at some point. Hopefully it's not bad. Hopefully he's there for the playoffs and stuff, but he's not playing all 82 games. You know that for a fact. Where I feel like the Rockets low-key fleeced Phoenix, though, is they did not give up, in my eyes, that much to get KD. I mean, this is a team that was just the second overall seed in the West. Yeah, you get first rounded by Jimmy and Steph and the Warriors, but they were young. They never had any playoff experience. Jalen Green was horrendous in that playoff run. He had one good game the entire playoffs.
Yeah, but
Everything
I
else
mean,
was awful. Like Jalen Green was not gonna be your best player on a championship winning team. He's not even gonna be your second best player on a championship winning team.
yeah,
So
but
I don't
I
mind
think
trading Jalen
I
Green.
think he has the potential to be, not necessarily the best player, because obviously the best player on a team is gonna end up being a superstar. But I think he has the potential to be the second best player on a team. It comes down to not being on the right team. And do I think the Rockets organization was right for him? Maybe, maybe not. They were the second seed, like you were just saying. But Dylan Brooks is a whole different thing. I think Dylan Brooks is kind of just a swap in a sense.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks was easily replaceable.
Yeah, and then
You
obviously
can easily
second round
replace
picks aren't necessarily
I mean
like.
nothing to me. That means nothing.
Yeah, I
Like,
know,
okay,
I know,
yeah,
but
it's an
I
extra
don't know. I
asset
just
that
think
Phoenix
with the years that
but
KD has left, and like like you said, he's probably gonna get hurt. Like I just don't think it's worth even like wanting him. Like I get he's KD, Like don't get me wrong, I understand.
well, he automatically makes your team a championship contender. No matter oh man, that was getting really good too. Hopefully Bruce is back very quickly here. I get what he's saying. Like it's a risk trading for a guy like Kevin Durant, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what
Oh
you're
yeah.
giving up. A 37-year-old star in the NBA is not worth that much.
That's
But
what
it
I'm
is Kevin
saying.
Durant,
I get
and
that. Like I'm
it's
not
not like
trying
he's a
to.
guy that has to rely heavily on his athleticism. So I can see him. He's still going to go out and give you at least 20 a game. And with Jalen Green, like, I don't know. The fact that Jalen Green was the best piece, they really didn't give up much of their young core. I mean, you keep Şengün. Amen Thompson had probably the best breakout season he could have had last year. So holding on to him is
Well,
key.
yeah. I mean,
You still have, I think, plenty of other young guys to surround KD. I mean, you still have those two in Şengün and Amen. You have guys like Jabari Smith, Tari Eason, great perimeter defenders. Cam Whitmore could take a leap. You still have Freddie Double V. Fred Van Vliet is still there, and he was a big part in their playoff run. And he's got that veteran leadership. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see him move too because he's got a hefty contract. But yeah, I love the move for Houston. I really do. That's just me. I think like I said, they were the second seed last year, and that might have been a bit of a reach for them. They might have exceeded expectations by getting that number 2 overall seed. They were not like I had them losing first round to Golden State just because as good as they were in the regular season, I didn't think Houston was built for the playoffs last year. Now you get a certified closer in Kevin Durant with championship experience. If he can stay healthy and actually be out there, he'll be fine. He's still a star. I know Phoenix, that whole experiment did not work, but I think that was just more not necessarily KD not fitting in Phoenix, but Phoenix failing to build a good team around KD. I mean, the trades for Bradley Beal and Yusuf Nurkic just made no sense for what that team was trying to do. Bradley Beal was probably the worst fit for that team. So I don't think you can pin that on Kevin Durant. Whereas, going to Houston and they to me they didn't give up anything. They really did not give up anything. Like I said, Jalen Green was not going to be the guy to get you over the mountaintop. And I love Jalen Green. I'm a big Jalen Green fan. I have been Jalen Green fan since he was in high school. He was way too inconsistent in this year's playoffs. He hasn't taken that leap as a playmaker. I mean, he's a great athletic two guard, but his shooting is inconsistent. His defense is spotty. He can make up some of that defensive effort with his athleticism, but the defense is spotty at best. It's sporadic, and then his just I don't know. He doesn't show me that he can be the guy to get you a ring. So I don't mind trading him away. Dylan Brooks, easily replaceable. those defensive-minded wings that are gonna, be enforcers out there for you, I don't think they're that hard to come by. I mean, Alex Caruso just did that for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dylan Brooks was not that hard to find. You could go out. I mean, Draymond Green isn't on the move, but like Draymond is a guy who can fit that role. You could go out there. You could sign Nikhil Alexander Walker to be your point of attack defender and just tell him to really like let loose and be aggressive on the defensive side of the ball. You can replace these guys. Number 10 overall pick. I mean, a top 10 pick is a top 10 pick, but for Kevin Durant, 2 to 3 years of Kevin Durant compared to a rookie coming into a team that wants to win a championship. Excuse me. That rookie at number 10, I don't care if they got Cooper Flagg at number 10 somehow. That rookie is not coming in and immediately leading to championship success. They might be a future star. They might have championship success. But you can't expect a rookie to come in year one give you that championship success and play a vital role in that, unless you want them to be like a 7 or an 8th man. And at that point, if you're talking about not trading for Kevin Durant so that you can keep this guy who might not even get minutes this year that you're going to draft number 10, when you look, NBA championship windows are very small. I think Houston realizes this is their best chance. I mean, you look at the East, there's like nobody in the East. So their biggest threat is getting through the Thunder and the West, which they were going to have to do anyway. They didn't seem ready for it this year. Not that they matched up, but they weren't going to beat the Thunder. They couldn't even beat the Warriors. So how do you improve when you were already the number 2 team in the Western Conference, but you couldn't make it out of the first round? You go and you get veteran talent that has been in this situation before. You go and get a closer. Kevin Durant was the perfect guy. And those 5 second-round picks, those mean absolutely nothing to me. Look, second-round picks do help out in trades sometimes. I mean, we just saw this morning Drew Holiday get traded back to the Portland Trailblazers from the Boston Celtics, and the Celtics got Anthony Simons and 2 second-round picks in return, which makes no sense. I'm not even going to get into that because that makes no fucking sense to me. But
I love it.
I'll try and get a hold of Bruce because I don't know.
I love it.
I don't know if
you not hear
he's gonna be able to come back.
Wait. You guys can hear me. He can't. He can't hear me. You guys can.
But
you guys can hear me.
Yeah, I mean, 5 second-round picks, that's really worthless. You can get he might be back.
Yeah,
I heard a little
am back. I am back. I was back that whole time. They could hear me. You couldn't.
So you were talking that whole time?
No, I wasn't talking. I was just letting you go on your spiel.
You could hear me the whole time?
Yeah, I could hear you the whole time. I forgot that when it disconnects, you can no longer hear me, and I have to reset it. So when I reset it, I was just like, "Oh, he's just." And by the way,
thank you.
I think he convinced me. But no, I mean, I think, yeah, but that's what it was. I replugged it back in. They could hear me if I talked. You couldn't.
Word. Well, we got to figure it out. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. But
thanks for giving me my 10 minutes of spotlight.
Yeah, I won't even go into it anymore. I guess, I don't know. I think it's a 55-45 trade. In one way or the other. I mean, did you convince me? I don't know, but I guess time will tell with how the season goes.
I
love Jalen Green. I love Jalen Green, and with how old KD is. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we can move on now. There was more stuff. We can put the Celtics trade on pause until Vinny is not awestruck over it anymore. We can talk to you guys about that on Thursday probably.
I just want to know. I just want to know what
to talk about it.
What is going on between Brad Stevens and Joe Cronin? Like something is going on between those two that that we don't know about. There's some sort of relationship there because
Oh, you
the
texted
trades
me.
that those two. Yeah, I just didn't know if you were still like working on coming back. So I was like, I might as well let you know that I'm still going here.
I was here the
But
whole time, guy. Yeah, I was cooking.
oh,
I was
word.
cooking.
Well, now,
I wasn't
now we
cooking. I
know.
was just kind of sitting here,
Um,
like letting you go, dude. It's like you were on one.
I was trying. I especially because the Miami Heat were runner-ups for KD. I have a lot of opinions on the trade.
All right. Well, we'll
'Cause I was
we'll
following
put
it.
that on pause. We'll put that on pause. We'll put that on the back burner. We'll put that in the vault. We'll come
The
back
Heat
to
suck
it.
anyway. That's all I gotta say. The Heat suck. That's all I gotta say on it.
Another trade, though. Another trade. Different sport. Same city. Is
I don't know what you lost me here. I don't know what sport you're talking about.
baseball.
Houston.
Oh no, we were just talking about the Celtics.
Houston. Oh, I don't know. We were talking. I'm thinking like Houston, Phoenix. Well, there's no. I mean, Diamondbacks didn't do anything. The Astros haven't done anything. But yes, there was a big trade out of the Boston market in baseball, which I'll defer to you, Bruce, as our bona fide Red Sox fan. Rafael Devers to the San Francisco Giants I'll try to get for like a couple of prospects. I don't know. The only thing that I remember from this trade was that the main guy that they got from the Giants. Here we go. Jose Bello, Kyle Harrison, Jordan Hicks, James Tibbs III for Rafael Devers. And everyone was freaking out because Kyle Harrison got sent down to AAA the same day the Red Sox traded for him. So they didn't even trade for an MLB player back for Rafael Devers. You look like you got something you want to say, so I leave the floor to you.
No, I just don't get it. I mean,
Nobody gets it. Nobody in the baseball world gets it.
I understand the pros. I understand the pros of the situation. I do. I'm not an idiot. I get it from an organizational standpoint of wanting to bring up your prospects and also save money. I get that. Dude, this is the face of the Boston Red Sox. I get y'all had some beef over the whole first base thing. You handled it like shit. He didn't want to play first base, kind of screwed up the plan.
They both handled it like that.
It's Rafael Devers. It's a man who was born bred Red Sox. Like, just because you messed up, you decided to absolutely play your cards in the worst physical possible way to try and get him to play first because Breggy came over. That's on you. But now because they're going to pick up his whole contract through 2033 and you can save money and you can get a bunch of dweebs that are down in the minors, like,
bunch of
what? Okay, you can get Anthony up. Anthony's up now. All right, cool. What? Like, brother.
Isn't he hitting like 100? Like, not even hating. He's hitting like 100.
He's not bad.
I mean, he's young.
He's making good contact. He has been making good contact.
It's gonna happen. Like, the kid's young. He's it's his first stint in the majors. He's not gonna hit 300 right away. But like, what I never understood is the Red Sox had a chance to really turn the season around with this month of June.
Dude,
you just swept the Yankees.
Yes,
you were
that's
on a
another
hot
thing.
streak.
We just swept. We were 5-1 against the Yankees in a week and a half. We were on like an 8-game win streak or 8 wins in 10 or something like that. Our best stint of the season. Rafi's playing the best he's played all season. He's swinging phenomenally. And then we're going to trade him to San Francisco. Mind you, who we proceed to play in a week. We're going
Literally
to
right
San
after.
Francisco.
Rappy's first game as a Giant was against the Red Sox, I'm pretty sure.
No, this isn't
No?
true.
No, he played
this
one
isn't
before?
true. He played a series before. But his first home run came against the Red Sox.
That was against Boston.
But there is hope as Roman Anthony hit his first home run in Seattle, which is the same place that Rafael Devers hit his first home run.
Here we go. Is it also the same place that Mookie Betts hit his first home run?
I didn't go that far down the rabbit hole, but
if it is, we might have the writing on the wall for Roman Anthony.
No, we're not going down there. We're talking about faces of the franchise, studs. But, yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, I still am flabbergasted about it.
Yeah. Well, my question to, I guess, the Red Sox fans, because the obvious answer is, was Bregman worth losing Devers? No. Like, obviously, any Red Sox fan will say they'd rather have not signed Bregman if it meant they could have kept Devers. But my question becomes, at what point do you just expect this from the Red Sox? Because now this is,
I just want Craig Breslow
the
to
last
know.
two of their franchise stars. Like, these guys were the face of the franchise.
I just want Craig Breslow to know that he's a moron. Dude, I don't mind. I think he's a great guy.
They also didn't ship or shop Devers around.
It was so random, bro.
Like nobody, they didn't even give anyone a chance to give a better deal. They 100% could have gotten a better deal elsewhere.
Bro, we're acting like a mid-major organization. We're acting like we're the damn, I don't know,
the White Sox, the Marlins.
Let's go with the Marlins. Let's go with the Marlins.
Like, what I don't understand is the Red Sox went from, like, you look at last year. Okay, going into last year, they didn't make that many moves in the offseason. They were kind of just, hey, we got Rafael and friends are out there, let's see if we can make a run. And they finished around 500, had some hot streaks, some cold streaks. But then they go into the offseason and they trade for Crochet, sign him for 6 years. Oh, wow, you got an ace for the next 6 years. That's pretty good. You sign Bregman. Okay, you got probably the best hitter that was available at that time in free agency at that point. And you're buying, you're building up a team to try to go out and try to win a World Series. But it never occurred to you to try to work that plan out with your franchise star and make sure, hey, we're going to bring in this Gold Glove third baseman, so you're done. But let's move you to first base or designated hitter. I think that as soon as the Red Sox signed Bregman, they should have realized they had an upcoming problem on their hand. They had to move one of those guys. And, I mean, naturally, you keep Bregman at third because he's the better third baseman. Devers was an awful third baseman. I think he's got to understand that as well. But how you go into the regular season without really having a plan, and then this is how it ends up, it's organizational malpractice, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Like, you were buyers, and then you traded your best player. And now what? Are you going to buy at the deadline, or are you sellers? Like, what are the Boston Red Sox right now? Are they are they playoff contenders or not? Because I can't tell what the organization thinks that they are.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
Did I accurately represent how Red Sox fans should feel? Was that pretty decent?
I don't know whether to be confused, pissed off, understanding. Like, I don't know what the feelings are supposed to be right now, but like, it's just confusion, dude. Like, I don't get it. Like,
And
why are we acting like we're Like, I get there was this whole drama, but like, be a man, bro. Like, your guys are grown ass adults. Stop being petty.
Literally.
Just figure the shit
What
out.
doesn't
You'll
make
be
sense
fine.
either. If they were like, all right, Bregman can be our third baseman of the future. He'll be the next Rafael Devers. He's 3 years older than Rafael Devers.
Yeah.
Like it just makes no sense how this guy can be the future, star of the team. No, he's got a few good years left.
Like, bro,
I
we
mean,
need pitching.
I
We
don't know.
need pitching. We need pitching. But we go and get a bunch of scrubs for our arguably our best player. I mean, mind you, our best hitter. I'll say our best hitter. But for our best hitter, for literally a guy who's been the face of Boston for God only knows how long, who's born bred Boston, who everybody in the city loves. Everybody loves Rafi.
And you just extended him to like an 8-year
Bro,
or whatever
his
that
contract's till
whatever the
2023. Mind you, I get where you're coming from with, like, the financial aspect. Like, the Giants picked up his whole contract.
But like, it's
But,
baseball.
like,
There's no salary cap you got to worry about. Like,
yeah, bro, it's
and you're the Boston Red Sox. You're not like, I don't want to. You're not some mid-market team. You're the Boston fucking Red Sox. You have the ability to pay all of these guys. Let's not forget, there was a point in time where you paid Manny Ramirez, David Ortiz, Dustin Pedroia, Jason Varitek, Shane Victorino. I don't know. Whoever else was on the Red Sox. Like, you used to operate as a top dog in the American League. There was the Yankees, there was the Red Sox. Couple, or maybe now, every now and again, the Mariners would be really good, or the Rays would have a really good year. But from 2000 to 2000, like, I don't know, 20, whenever, it was the Yankees and the Red Sox. And then the Astros came in, had their little dynasty run, but like, it was just those two teams as the big guns, if you will, in the American League for so long. And now all of a sudden, I mean, not that the Yankees have had any success. I mean, the Red Sox have arguably had more success since 2000, and they got, plenty more World Series. But you look at the moves the teams have made over the last few years, like, the Yankees did go out and get Juan Soto. They did go out and get Max Fried and Bellinger and all these guys. They've done moves that you would expect a big market team to make. Boston, for the first time in years, made big market moves with getting Crochet and Bregman. And then all of a sudden they're like, we got to cut ties somewhere. We can't afford this. No sense. No sense it makes, Bruce. I genuinely feel bad. Not like the Red Sox stink, because they're still playing well. They're still winning games. But like, to the situation, I do genuinely feel bad, because it's bullshit. I've spoken to other Red Sox fans about it, and they're like, I don't want to support this team, because it's just a big fuck you to any fan that roots for the team and supports the team that you've now traded the last two franchise stars.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, yeah. I don't even want to.
We got to end this on a happier note.
Well,
I feel bad.
I mean, I have one. I have one more kind of.
At least you guys got Anthony Simons.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, one more thing I did kind of want to touch on. If you have a couple more minutes to go a little longer today.
Yeah.
It's soccer related. I'm gonna try to stay calm, cool, and collective.
I'll just bow out. I'll let you do your thing.
You can do your thing. Because you like.
Happy birthday, Lionel Messi.
You've because you've heard like what I've said in the past. You've probably seen some stuff around on it, so you can.
Are we getting a U.S. national team? No. I think Bruce was going to start ranting about the U.S. men's national team head coach, Poch or whatever his name is. Um, hear him right now. Here he is. Now he's back. Bruce is probably gonna be like,
Oh, wait.
this
Timeout.
dumb
Timeout.
idiot. I think Poch. I'm pretty sure Poch is the guy's name.
Pause.
You guys know me. I can't remember
Pause.
anything when it comes to soccer.
Pause.
Like this stupid manager.
You're not gonna be able to hear him for a second.
U.S. men's national team is whoever.
Yeah,
I honestly would make a much better.
You can
coach,
hear me
which
now,
is
right?
Probably true. Bruce would make a better coach.
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
I tried to
What'd
get
you think?
pause
Did I
because you can't. Like when I have to rejoin, they can't hear you. So I was trying to do this. I wasn't gonna
I
do.
can't see you. Your camera's
Oh
off.
yeah, I forget you.
I can't see.
We're gonna have to figure out a better way. It's our first day doing it with this setup, but
yeah, we're actively, we're
yeah,
learning as
So,
we go.
I wasn't gonna go after Poch. I did hear what you were saying. I mean, I was kind of gonna go after Poch. It was more so.
I got his name right.
Yeah, Mauricio Pochettino. It was more along the lines of, okay, you've got people. So we made it out of the group stage with 3 wins, right? People are like, yeah, like we're good, we're fine, everything's fine, everything's gonna be okay, right? Bro, we almost dropped points to Haiti.
Oh God.
Like, brother, I get it. We're playing Costa Rica. Thank God. If they would have beat Mexico the other day, I probably would have been like, okay, this is it. If we lose to Costa Rica, we could lose to Costa Rica. I don't even know why I'm saying it. Just because Mexico, we could very easily lose to Costa Rica. But
And that's a problem.
I mean, I don't. It's just we beat Haiti by 1. We won 2-1 against Haiti, a country that's probably 1/4000th the size of us. We beat a country by 1 that took till the 75th minute to score the winner. We beat Saudi Arabia by 1. I mean, we dominated that game. We looked good in that game. We won 1-0. We looked good in that game. That's probably the best team in our group besides us, allegedly. We beat them by 1. We beat them 1-0. We dominated. It was domination. It was utter domination. There were some sketchy points, don't get me wrong, that should not have happened, but we won. We beat Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, congrats. Go us. Go us. Yeah. We go us. We beat Trinidad. Shout out us, dude. We smoked Trinidad. Look at us, dude. We're so back. Like America, dude. Oh my. Like we're so good at soccer, dude. And then we win these 2 games by 1. Like, bruh, we're not back. Like there's no being back. No one is back. We're not good. And
No.
Dude, we should be Saudi Arabia. Okay, I could have, we played our best against Saudi Arabia, maybe comparatively to Trinidad and Tobago, but Trinidad and Tobago is here, and But mind you, Saudi Arabia is the only team that beat Argentina last World Cup when they ended up winning the World Cup. So, it's just Haiti. We're about to go into the knockout stages. We need to, you got a team that kind of fighting to maybe to have a chance to make it to the knockout stage. But, dude, you're going to go into a game against Haiti, and you're going to scrape out a win by 1, and then be like, oh, we're back.
We're so back.
You're not back. I'm seeing articles as U.S. battle without stars at Gold Cup. Fringe players are stepping up. No, they're not. Dude, you're a psychopath if you think that What else are people saying about it? Like, it's just, I don't know.
I
It's
mean,
like,
it could be worse. Imagine if they had lost outright to Haiti.
But I know, but it's so like it's so
I mean, at that point, that's
it's so just like sad. It's like depressing. Like we're about to host the World Cup in a year, and we're gonna get group
that'd be the worst
staged.
part. Yeah,
Like
we're gonna get absolutely embarrassed on our home turf. That's just
Like-
not good.
I've already gone on my rants about Poch and how much he sucks, but like at the same time, you got main guys sitting out. That doesn't help. Like obviously some like
Yeah.
Weston McKennie, they're playing in the Club World Cup. I get that, but then you got stars sitting out of like the last tournament before the World Cup. You've got a manager who is just a moron. You've got a bunch of like MLS players playing for our national team and you're expecting to win.
Yeah, just
And-
not gonna cut it.
Yeah, it not at all. Like if they win the Gold Cup, I'll be very surprised if we win the Gold Cup. I will be very surprised. But if we win the Gold Cup with this squad, doesn't mean shit. We're playing against
Hope we didn't just lose him again. Hopefully, you guys can still hear Bruce if he's still going. Oh,
okay.
I
You can't hear.
I don't hear you for some reason. I could see him again, but as we wait for Bruce to come back, look, appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Figuring the best route of getting our streams up and the best methods for doing so. There we go.
For
Well,
the love of sport. Yeah, but
like
I'll end my tangent there before this disconnects again and we get caught in a.
yeah. We can always continue this tangent again on the regular fan show throughout the week. As of course, we'll be doing this again very soon. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Bruce for figuring out new ways to get us up there streaming. We're working through the kinks, but he was hard at work this morning getting us on today. So shout out Bruce.
In the 110-degree heat index or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, dude, it is hot out there. If you're around the Northeast and you're in that heat wave as well, stay cool, stay in the AC.
Stay frosty, soldier.
If you're in England and you don't have AC, sorry, feel bad for you. I don't know. That's always a thing that people talk about when heat waves are going on because it'll be like 75 in the UK and they're like, we're dying. But they also don't have air conditioning, so maybe they are like dying at that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, stay cool, stay frosty. Well, we'll be back at it with more of the regular fan show throughout the week. And we appreciate you guys tuning in. Follow the socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that great stuff. And be on the lookout for more RFS content coming your way. And Locker Room SM. Can't forget Locker Room SM.
Peace out, everybody.
Shout out W Energy, by the way. W.GG. Use code RFS, 10% off. Peace.